Today we wrote about a place called the House on the Rock. It's a tourist spot about an hour west of Madison, Wisconsin, opened to the public in 1959, and Ashley and I have both been there separately, and just wow.
I cannot explain it to anyone, and we're going to try.
Do you like it?
I love it. It takes like 4 hours to get through the whole thing. And when you exit, you feel like your brain has turned to mush. Did you have that experience?
I came out an angry person. I hated every second that I was there. It is a nightmare.
Oh my God.
I couldn't handle it. So you're going to get two very different experiences from Ashley and me. Here's the history of the House on the Rock, or at least what we know about it. It was built by a guy named Alex Jordan Jr., but his origins are a bit mysterious. In some versions of the story, he started his project as kind of a spite house after he had an unpleasant encounter with the legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright. And Frank Lloyd Wright had an iconic home about 10 minutes away from the House on the Rock. In other versions of the story, Jordan had a more vague explanation for his creation. Quote, "One thing just sort of led to another," unquote. Either way, Alex Jordan lived there for about 50 years. The house sits on Deer Shelter Rock, which is a massive stone column that rises up from the woodlands all around it. And the mansion contains 14 rooms, and they get progressively weirder. And when we say room, we're not just talking about, like, your living room. Some of these rooms are really very large. You start out in large, comfortable rooms filled with massive fireplaces and chandeliers hanging over dimly lit chambers. Then the quote-unquote adventure begins. The Infinity Room is next, and it sets the tone for the rest of the experience. This is the room I thought was kind of cool.
It's super cool.
It's 218 feet long, and it tapers to a single point, 156 feet above the forest floor. So it creates the illusion that the walls extend into eternity. Picture basically a long triangle jutting out from this house, and the point of the triangle is just hanging with no support, just in the middle of the air above a forest, which is kind of terrifying. So then you go deeper into the house and you'll find a massive indoor carousel aglow with 20,000 lights and 182 chandeliers. Then there's the antique gun collection, the music of yesterday room filled with old-fashioned instruments and automated musical devices, and the dollhouse room, boasting literally thousands of miniature figures. Among the cannonball-powered clock and the 2-story Rube Goldberg machine, you cannot tell what's real and what isn't. Here's another fun fact. The house claims the indoor carousel is the largest carousel in the world, but the truth behind that is unclear at best. Some of the antique guns in the antique gun collection are real, but others are just guns Alex Jordan had made in an old-fashioned style. And I'm just going to put this out there, Ashley. Why is there a 200-foot-long sea monster hovering above a gigantic room among literally hundreds of model ships and looking glasses and other nautical-themed stuff?
To break your brain, of course.
It is brain-breaking. So possibly the most bizarre place you'll ever see. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe it'll be a living nightmare.
Please let us know.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.